You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, y'all. Salute everybody tapping on in. Like, share, and subscribe once again as y'all come in the building. And let's get right into this video, man. And we definitely gonna talk about it. And that's a situation where these people right here, they're gonna be going to prison. It seems like for a very long time. Now, basically, the situation and what's going on is as follows. Again, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments first, man. We got a mic check real quick. It's a live stream, so just got to make sure the audio is straight. Y'all know how I be sometimes, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man, if y'all can hear me real quick, man. And I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. Uh, you know what I'm saying? This is absolute demon time right here that we talk about. And so I want to make sure. Are we good? All right, bet that. So these people, they're pretty much done, man. Um, four adults in Florida, you guys, have been arrested, and now they have been accused of forcing a minor to live in what authorities are describing as a house of horrors, meaning HORRORS. Now, investigators allegedly found animal boo boo. They also allegedly found urine from the animals as well, covering those floors, swarming with flies all around the youngin's mattress that was absolutely filthy, filled with mold, rotten floors, and barely enough food for the people that was actually in this home. Now, Jordan Tyler, 30 years old, left hand side of your screen. Melissa Keel, 50 years old, middle of your screen. And John Keel, 52 years old, far right hand side of your screen, were arrested on one count each of neglect after detectives searched the residence. Court records are now showing. Now, the arrest comes about a week after 26-year-old Jody Cannon, who also lived at the home, was charged with aggravated child neglect with great bodily harm and child neglect after investigators allege that 1 month, a 1 month, right, youngin suffered severe medical neglect. Now, according to Wilson's arrest affidavit, detectives with the Putnam County Sheriff's Office and members of the agency's SWAT team executed a search warrant last Tuesday at the home on Nettles Road after receiving information from Florida Department of Children and Families and other sources alleging that a youngin living there was being neglected and that the residence itself posed structural safety hazards. Now, when investigators entered that home, they immediately detected a strong odor of animal urine coming from inside, the affidavit states. The living room, where Melissa and John Keel allegedly slept on couches, and a juvenile slept on a filthy mattress on the floor, was infested with flies, according to the investigators. There was an infestation of flies not only in the living room, but also in the kitchen and the hallway, the affidavit states. The flies were also swarming the area where the juvenile was sleeping, right? Detectives allege that they found animal boo boo and pee pee throughout the home, including fresh boo boo near the washer and the dryer, surrounded by another swarm of flies. The kitchen sink contained large amounts of dirty pots and pans that had not been cleaned for a long time, while leaking plumbing had caused to sink, the floor beneath the sink to rot and to develop mold. Investigators also described patch ceiling repairs that code enforcement officials determined were structurally unsound and had been painted over despite visible mold. The home's usual or usable bathroom was allegedly in disrepair, with additional rotten floors caused by water damage. Wilson's bedroom was also cluttered in deplorable conditions, with flies and cockroaches throughout the room, and used dinner dishes left sitting for an unknown period of time, according to the affidavit. The home's refrigerator allegedly contained barely enough food for all four of those people to eat and emitted such a foul odor that it made the SWAT team throw up, investigators wrote. A second freezer was empty and also smelled strongly. After completing the inspection, the Putnam County Code Enforcement posted an orange place card declaring that residence an unsafe structure that could not be occupied. A DCF investigator then removed a juvenile from the home because of the alleged neglect, according to the affidavit. The affidavits state that prosecutors with the state attorney's office determined that there was probable cause to charge the adults with child neglect. The investigation began earlier this month after Cannon's over 1-month-old infant was reportedly hospitalized with what authorities described as life-threatening medical neglect. Deputies later obtained a search warrant for the residence where Cannon lived with her children, Wilson, Melissa, and John Keel, the people on your screen, and another child. Following the search, DCF removed the remaining children from the home, and investigators have said additional neglect charges involving the other children remain possible. The Putnam County Sheriff HD Gator Deloach said the conditions investigators found were unlike anything they had expected. Words cannot describe the house of horrors these children were living in, Mr. Deloach said. Animal boo-boo and pee-pee everywhere, black mold, flies, small children flying or trying to navigate these hazardous flooring conditions. And the sad part is they have grown around all of this, not knowing they were dealt the absolute worst conditions I can imagine living in a first world country. He added, I applaud those who have stepped up to show these youngins what a safe home, family, and love should look like. The youngins and foster parents caring for them have a long road ahead of them. I'm going to tell y'all something. These people, if this is true, are absolutely reprehensible and disgusting. First of all, how could you live in a house? Let's start right there. How could you live in a house that smells like that? How could you live in a house? Let me say this again. How could you live in a house where you have this stuff all over your floors, your kitchen, your bathroom? Who can live like this? Who walks around in a house and lives in a house that's stained like this? And, it's a lot of cases that go on like this. It's some real disgusting people out here. And I'm going to tell you something. You're talking about flies everywhere, where the mattress is soiled and stained. They said the refrigerator smells so bad Think about this. If your refrigerator is cold, it's supposed to keep food preserved. How does your refrigerator smell so bad it make the SWAT team throw up? Make it make sense. They should have the harshest penalties because this type of mistreatment of youngins should be completely unacceptable. You could damn near get somebody killed because they can get a disease from living around that stuff. Imagine living around animal shit. I don't understand that. It's like you got animals in the house, and that's another thing. They didn't even say they found animals in the house, right? So where was the animals? How did that get on the floor in the house, all over the crib? I mean, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Some people are absolute demons, bro, and they don't give a shit about being clean. They don't care about being sanitary, and they damn sure don't care about how it affects anybody else around them. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I ever go to a person's house and I see they got rats and roaches, I would never eat it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. One day I went to a friend's crib. They was like, I went to my friend's crib and they was going over to one of their family friends' crib, right? When we got over to that crib was so fucking nasty. Roaches, rats everywhere in the kitchen. Roaches, ants, everything. I'm talking about big ass roaches. And they was in there cooking in the fucking kitchen. There was no way in the world that I was eating it. And they gonna ask me, got the nerve to ask me, do I want a plate to sit down and eat? Hell no. I was hungry than a mofo. I said, nah, man, I ain't gonna eat nothing. You don't want nothing to drink? No, hell no, I don't want nothing to drink. I'm cool. I was literally willing to starve. And that was the last time I ever did that, bro. Which is go with my friend to one of their friends' crib or one of their family members' crib. I said, ain't no way your family member out here living like this, bro. I'm talking about the house was so dirty. It was so bad, bro. And you look at that crib, just said, man, what the hell is going on, man? I mean, when you open the cabinet or the drawer to get a silverware, roaches crawling out that shit. I'm talking about all over the place. And these motherfuckers acting like that's normal. Normal. And people was eating like it was normal. I was like, are y'all out y'all mind? I will never forget that day. That day made me never want to do that ever again. If I don't know you, or if I automatically see that you are dirty, I don't want to live at I don't want to be in your crib ever again. Right? I'm sorry. I have something against this type of stuff. When you go in people's house and their house stink, sofa soiled, this shit means something how your house and the place you live is presented, because it tells a lot about you. If I go into the bathroom and there's a 30-inch turd in the toilet, come on, man. Like, respect people, bro. Respect people, bro. Right? I'm just saying, man. And if y'all think so or not, it's a lot of this shit that's going on right now. Right now. It's a lot of this type of shit that's going on right now. I'm telling y'all this. I can tell about people from looking at their cars. You go inside somebody's car, food cans, food bags, food everywhere. Shit all over the place. I'm talking about no respect whatsoever for their car. that tells me something about them. You just a nasty mofo. It just tells me you just a nasty mofo. I'm talking about food boxes from 3 weeks ago. Who lives like that? Who subjects themselves to that type of living? And when I saw that, it made me so freaking sick to see people live like that. Like, how can you? I really got to question. I really question people. If I saw a girl and I was with a girl and her car was junky like that, because a lot of girls keep their cars junky like that, I would bring that shit to her attention. That's the first thing I would say. Hey, man, what the hell wrong with here? God dang, girl, you got to clean this shit up. Like, what is you doing? You got stuff all over this place. I'm talking about all food boxes in the back seat. Old French fries on the floor from 3 weeks ago. I'm like, man, you don't clean your car? If you don't clean your car, that let me know or makes me think, do you clean your house? If you don't clean your house, that makes me think, do you clean your drawers? Think about that. If a person would live in a dirty house, would they even clean their clothes? Would they clean their clothes? I've seen some of the most nastiest stuff, bro. And I'm telling y'all, man, it should be a crime, especially if you have kids. It should be a crime for people to live in infested and nasty homes. And I'm telling the God's honest truth, man. I'm telling the truth, man. Have some common decency. At least if you're gonna have a child in the home, to have a clean, sanitary home. But to make them suffer and go through that, people be leaving their dogs in the house all day while they at work, don't even let them out, and then get mad when the dog do what he do in the house. What you expect? I know some people that don't even train their dogs. They just leave them in the house, let them do it, and they act like they're gonna clean it up. Are you insane? Do you not know what that does to your floors time after time after time again? Even though you clean it up, you have soiled and stained your floors. All because you don't have enough discipline to open your door in the morning, let your dog out, and when you come back, do the same thing. It makes no sense whatsoever, bro. And then you have youngers running around playing in that. And you think, because you took a mop, you took a paper towel and a mop and clean it up, you think it's cool. I'm telling y'all this. You got dog beds, you should be washing them every few days. For these people to have that shit all over the floor like that, bro, and you got kids, come on, bro. And it was so sick they had to go to the hospital, y'all. The youngins. Make it make sense. That shit it seeps through your crib and it leaves a stain in your crib forever. You'll never be able to get it out. It seeps into your walls, into your bed. I could never, ever sleep at a girl's crib if she got a dirty mattress. I always check the mattress. If she got black stains all in the mattress, no, ain't no way. If she got a black streak or stain in it, no way. Nope. Nope. Not on duty. Not on duty. Every few weeks, I flip my mattress. Every 3 days, I wash the sheets. Every other month, I change my pillows completely. I throw all my pillows out and buy new pillows. You got some people that's using the same pillows for the last 3 years. The pillow ain't got no more pillow in it. But this is the type of stuff they got going on. I'm telling y'all this. It's people in here right now that let they pet boo-boo or whatever in the house, and they like, I'll just clean up when I get back. Are you insane? People let their dog pee on the furniture. Come on, man. And you think because you buy some of that stuff from the pet store and put it on there, it's going to stop it. It's not. I'll just be honest with y'all, man. Bro, you have to respect where you live and where other people live, man. And this type of stuff right here, where you have the youngest that have to suffer from this, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You should have to go to prison for a long time, man. And I'm glad they lock these people up, and I hope they bring more charges against these people. Because look at them, bro. Just look at your screen, man. You would do that? I'm just saying. I've always looked at it like a person who can't clean their house, a person who can't clean their car. To me, if you don't clean your house and how you clean your drawers? Think about that. I really want you to think about that. It all goes hand in hand. I'm just saying, man. You're not going to just have a house looking like that, but then all your clothes and your shit be fresh and clean to the T. No dice. So hopefully these people, they'll lock them up, because I believe they will go to prison for a long time. They should be in prison for a very long time, bro, because that's damn near attempted murder to have somebody living in those type of conditions, especially when you're not of age. That's damn near murder, man. You get sick, infested, you can get an infection, and you could die. Right? Y'all got to understand the diseases that flies and stuff carry. Flies are attracted to shit. So if your house is infested with flies and the flies are flying all over you and everybody, what do you think's getting on you? That's why I can't stand flies. If a fly ever land on my food, I don't even want to eat the food no more. I'll be honest with y'all, man. I'd be paranoid about shit like that. Like, share, subscribe, man.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.